Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video we are doing two things. We are doing a Friday sews as well as what I sewed in the month of June 2021. Now before we get started, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload an amazing video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into the items that I sewn this last month, actually, in June 2021. One thing I want to mention is I finished up doing the summer skirt series. So I'm going to show you those 5 skirts that I sewn during June. So basically what I did was in the month of May, I created 5 skirts, and then in the month of June, I finished off with the other 5 additional skirts. The summer skirt series was started May 1st and ended June 19th, the day before the summer started, and it was to create 10 skirts. So my previous video for the month of May, I showed 5 skirts. So in the month of June, I did 5 more skirts, and here are the skirts. So the first one was the 3-tiered skirt. This was considered the long skirt. I used Butterick 5757 in order to create the skirt. I did because I wanted to do this skirt for Memorial Day, and I knew I wanted to post it on Memorial Day. That's why I did the red, white, and blue. And I could wear this skirt so many times throughout the year. I wore it for Juneteenth. I wore it for the 4th of July as well. So this is a skirt that I will wear many times. I'll probably even wear it for Veterans Day, Labor Day. Many different times throughout the year I could wear this skirt for the red, white, and blue theme. So that's the first skirt that I created, and I will put all the details of the pattern in the description box as well as on the screen. The next thing that I sewn was the short A-line skirt using Butterick 6670. I paired it 2 different ways. I paired it with a green button-down shirt that I created using Simplicity 1538, and I also paired it again with a white t-shirt and some tennis shoes. I love both ways. I love this skirt. Now, I did do modifications to the pattern. So basically, I took the pattern as is, and then what I did was drafted a waistband, my waist measurement plus 1 inch, and then the waistband is a 3-inch waistband. So when you fold it over, it's about 1.5 inches minus the, of course, seam allowance of 5/8 of an inch for the seam allowance. So basically, when I created the waistband, I had to add pockets. So who don't add pockets to their skirt? So I did add pockets to the side of the skirt right here. And I love it. I mean, I love the skirt this way versus just, you know, the skirt is one piece. Honestly, it's a one pattern piece for both the skirt front and back pattern piece for Butterick 6670. And I did not like it that way, and then create some ribbons to go around it as your waistband or facing, whatever you want to call it. So I just needed a waistband as well as create some pockets for it. And it's just my pocket pattern that I draft. You can look at a different video. The flared skirt, as a matter of fact, I'll show you how I drafted a pattern pocket in order to create, if I'm using it for a skirt that measures 25 inches or less. So that's what I did with that skirt. The third skirt was my long A-line skirt, and I used Butterick 6249 in order to create this. I paired it 2 ways. I did a white button-down shirt, which was just a store-bought shirt that I picked up from Target, and then I paired it again with a white tee. I love both ways that I paired it. I love this skirt. Now, one thing that I want to mention is I love the skirt because 1, it's classic, and then 2, you have the patch pockets right here, which is very, very deep. This is a skirt that I was unsure if I would like or not because I love the yoke, I love the patch pockets, but it's extremely long. So it's something that I normally would not make. However, I wanted to get out of that, I wanted to basically get out my comfort zone of creating a skirt just to my knee and create different types of skirt, which is why I created the summer skirt series. And this is one of the skirts that I will keep in my wardrobe because it's different, but I will not make a skirt this long. I will chop it up to midi length because this is extremely long for me. So I do like it. I did not make any adjustments to the pattern whatsoever. I just sewed it up as is and I love it. The fourth skirt as part of the summer skirt series, I created a two-piece for this one. It was a wrap skirt. So this is the wrap skirt. And the pattern used for the wrap skirt is Simplicity 1069. I think Brittany J. Jones created a tutorial for it, but I did not use it because I completely forgot about the tutorial. And I have sewn so many skirts, I didn't need the tutorial, but there is pockets. I did not make any adjustments to the pattern outside of drafting some pockets, which is my pocket pattern that I have for skirts. One thing that I did like is I used the bottom portion of my Ankara fabric to create the drawstrings as well. But I love this. I need another one of these skirts. This is Simplicity 1069. I also made kind of like a boxy style top to go along with it. And that pattern that I used is Simplicity 8128 on the pattern. I love the ties in the back. So because I didn't have any more of the fabric for the bottom portion that I created the ties for the skirt, I just had to basically use my imagination and create the ties for the back. It is a tie in pattern piece for this top, so I did not have to draft it or anything. But this is Simplicity 8128, and this was that two-piece set. The wrap top and the boxy top. I'm sorry, the wrap skirt and the boxy top. The last skirt as part of the summer skirt series was the Gored skirt. Now, this is also a two-piece, and I love this. I wore it to work. I took pictures in it out on my porch while it was raining. I love this skirt, and I just wore it again last week. So the pattern that I used to create the Gored skirt is Simplicity 8019. This is an out of print pattern. I love this. I love the buttons. With this skirt, I posted it in the Facebook group, We Sew, and I could not think of which fabric I wanted to use. I posted a green one and an orange fabric as well. The orange fabric is the fabric that I will be using for my Mommy and Me for the month of July. So if you missed that video, go back one video and you'll see that fabric. And I posted this one. This one won by a slight 2 people. So it was tied neck and neck on which one to choose. My husband and I, we could not choose, so we just left it to Facebook to choose which fabric that I should use for my Gored skirt, and this one won. So this is the Gored skirt 8019, and the top is 7920. That two-piece top is 7920. This is view B for that top. I'm sorry, view D as in dog for the top. Now, I want to mention how I did this top. So what I did is I did the bodice pieces, and then for the bottom, if you watch my Friday sews, I told that I used the skirt pieces from the top down about 4 inches for the top, and then just used, and all I did was basically trace it onto tracing paper and then just sewed it together like you would do the skirt. And that's how I was able to create that bottom portion of the skirt, but it's not really a skirt. I just made it a top. But this is McCalls 7920 for the top. So those are all the things that I sewn for the summer skirt series. And then I also sewed, I think it was course 13, 12 and 13 as part of Sew It Academy. And it was to sew trousers. So the pattern used for the trousers is Simplicity 8056. I love these. Now, I love the Bermuda shorts. One thing I did not like for this fabric, I love the shorts, is this. Every time you walk, people hear you coming. I do not like that. However, I love the shorts, so I'm just going to work with it until I make some more. And this is a black 12 fabric that I chose from Joann. It is a little shiny. I don't like that piece either, but I love the shorts, so I can make it work. One thing that I did for the shorts is I also utilized the fabric that I used for the top, which was course number 11. That pattern is Simplicity 1538. I just utilized the leftover fabric, the scrap fabric, for my pockets as well as my facing for my waistband. So I love these shorts and it's amazing. The pattern is amazing. Once again, that pattern is Simplicity 8056. The next thing that I sewn was some more shorts. It's not shorts, it's more like pants, culottes, I guess you could call it. And the pattern is Simplicity 8883, also out of print. It's a Vogue pattern, Vogue 8883. And I literally just wore these yesterday. So I just took them out the washing machine. I love the fabric to this pattern. However, I did not like the pattern itself. I think the next time, if I decide to sew these again, I will take some of the ease out the front and put it to the back. One thing I will make sure I do this point forward is to measure that crotch area. So the crotch wasn't bad on these, but I think I could have added 1 inch to the crotch and it would have fit even better around the hip area. So it was a little tight on the butt. However, because it's so much ease in the front, it wasn't so bad. So this is Vogue 8883. And I paired it with the top. And this top was McCalls 7724. I also have a tutorial for this top. It's the Bardot top. You can also use it as part of the current top series part 3, the cold shoulder top as well. If you're looking for a pattern for the cold shoulder top to do for the top series, you can use this pattern and that tutorial, McCalls 7724. And the last thing that I sewn in the month of June 2021, so this is McCalls 8380. So I love the dress. I'm going to say that. I love this dress. It is not completely done for a couple of reasons. Simply because I did not read the pattern. So the pattern is 8380 as part of the one shoulder top for the summer top series, Summer's Out, Arms Out. I did not read it. It calls for knit. I accidentally used Ankara instead because I got pattern happy, like we sometimes do, and do not read the back of the pattern. So it fits perfectly. When I mean that it fits perfectly, it fits around, it fits the curve nice and spot on. However, this part where it across the shoulders, it's a little too big and it causes gaping at the side. So what I think I'm gonna do is create a pleat and make it do what it do. So this may be this is actually part of the Save the Fabric, like I said in my last Friday sews. This is Save the Fabric because I thought I was going to waste 3.5 to 4 yards of fabric. I will not do that simply because I could just make a pleat and it'll fit perfectly and then just hem the bottom. But you will see this again in the month of July, so I can finish this. And also, this is also part of Mommy and Me for June, which I did not finish my daughter's dress, so I will finish it this month in the month of July and pair it together as well. But that's all the things that I sewn for the month of June 2021. So like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload an amazing video. So until next time, bye.